Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala nabina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bi'ithnillah, this will be my book review for the Arabic curriculum, Al-Arabiyya Bayna Yadayk, Arabic between your hands. This is a 3-book course or 3-level course designed for non-native speakers of the Arabic language. The curriculum comes out of Saudi from one of the institutes, Mahad, I believe, Al-Qura, for the 2-year institute for non-native speakers to learn the Arabic language. This book review is for my YouTube page, and I ask those to please subscribe to my YouTube page. Let's begin. العربية بين يديك or Al-Arabiyya Bayna Yadayk, Arabic between the hands. It's a book. It has 3 levels. The first book, Al-Mustawa Al-Awwal, the first book, it begins with teaching very basic of conversational Arabic without the detailed Nahu, detailed grammar rules. With the explanation of this particular book and the methods of teaching Arabic language, is going through all the approaches to teach any language as a second language. It's going over all or uses all the approaches to teach a second language. Anybody who knows about the approaches of teaching a second language is based on visual, audio, interaction, interpersonal methods and techniques. So Arabiyya Bayna Yadayk or Al-Arabiyya Bayna Yadayk use all the approaches to teach a second or foreign or a language to a non-native speakers. It uses visuals. By the book have illustrations, pictures. The book has audios with hearing the native speaker use the Arabic language. It has questions and answers. The questions and answers are designed to have you do or interact with the language, right? Interact with the language. This is the prose of the book. Also, the book illustrations are in color. The book illustrations are in color. Second, the book illustrations also are real pictures. Some Arabic curriculum that's designed to teach Arabic to native speakers, some of them, the illustrations in the books are very poor illustrations. Also, Arabiyya Bayna Yadayk, also in its lessons, it is designed also for the student to know the difference between letters, sounds, pronunciations. In particular, in Arabic, some words sound the same, and it teaches you what's the difference between certain words. For example, بعض الحروف في لغة عربية, some letters in the Arabic language, they sound the same, like kaf and kha, especially when they're being used in the sentence, right? Khalaqa, right? Khalaqa. So the book show you how to differentiate between each letter and the sound in the book. All right. So this is one of the pros of the book. The pros of the book: the illustrations, the audio assistance, the audio used, and the visual aids in the book, and the questions and the exercises. The question and answers, the exercise that is used in the book to get the student to interact. Al-Arabiyya Bayna Yadayk curriculum, also you need an instructor. You need an instructor to teach you the book. You need an instructor who's proficient in the Arabic language to teach you the book. It's not a self-taught course. It's not a self-taught course. It's a course that you need a teacher to teach you the book who is proficient in the Arabic language. The approaches in the book. The approaches in the book of the 3 course is simplifying Arabic language through dialoguing. Simplifying Arabic language through dialoguing. in simplifying Arabic grammar through dialoguing. So the book itself won't have a lot of lessons going to deep details about Arabic grammar in the first, at least first two books. I know for sure in the first book. So the teacher have to bring in the lessons to explain the grammar. Why the book is not teaching the student everything about Arabic grammar and explaining it, because they want many students who are new to Arabic language, the grammar could be very overwhelming. So it's taking simple approaches to teach you grammar with usage of the Arabic language instead of giving the student a lot of grammar and without them able to use the language. All right. So the course itself, the curriculum itself, it needs a teacher who is very strong in the Arabic language so they can bring in outside resources to explain the detailed grammar rules of the book. The book could be used also with other curriculum. All right. Next pro about the book is that the book could be purchased anywhere online. Purchased almost anywhere online. They come in 3 volumes and with CD for audios. Also, the book could be purchased with each lesson broken down into mini lessons into individual books, which works well for Islamic schools or a syllabus inside a school that is teaching Arabic as a second language. The cons of the book. The downfall of the book that I find is only one thing, is that the grammar explanation of the books is very weak and sometimes never even explained in the book. The teacher must explain it. The teacher must explain it, meaning the teacher must have a strong background in nahu, in Arabic grammar, and also as sarf, conjugating of verbs, because the lessons are not in the actual book. So you could substitute this weak aspect of the book if a teacher who's teaching the book, that they have another resource for the students or another curriculum for the students to learn Arabic grammar. And for that, you can look at my video review for Medina Arabic course, its curriculum that is sold in book format in the US, UK, and Canada, and many English-speaking countries. And you can download the Medina Arabic course for free online. Also, Al-Arabiyya, Bayna, Yadayk, one of the next benefit, you could download the book for free online. All right. If I was to rate this book to compare with the Medina Arabic course, I would say that I will give them both the same level. Medina Arabic course just by itself is good for grammar, but doesn't teach you about ta'bir or qira. It doesn't give details into sarf. That's something that needs to be substituted. Go back to Medina book review for that one. So Arabiyya Bayna Yadayk, when it comes to this particular section in the book, that it's shortcoming for Arabiyya Bayna Yadayk. One, you need a teacher. Two, the Arabic grammar rules are not explained in the book. When you get to the second and third book, it gets a little bit more in detail, and it's for an intermediate level. And then I would say you might need another course or another curriculum to substitute what is missing. Next thing about this curriculum, that it could be used for being taught for a conversational course. I will end this video now, but I'd like to end with that all the books that are mentioned in my reviews, these books are for teaching non-native speakers of the Arabic language. Non-native speakers of the Arabic language. These curriculums and the book reviews I'm doing is teaching Arabic to non-native speakers of the Arabic language, how they learn Arabic or how to use the Arabic language according to a native speaker. Also, the purpose of this review, or the purpose of this course, these courses and these curriculum, is to prepare the student to study Islamic studies in the Arabic language. I say it again, these curriculums, these books I will mention, all these books are designed to teach you Arabic enough to study Islamic studies in the Arabic language, whether it's Sharia, whether it's fiqh, whether it's usul fiqh, whether it's sirah, whether it's tafsir, or mustalah hadith, or usuluddin wa dawa. It's designed to prepare the student to study Islamic studies in the Arabic language. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك وشاء الله وأنت واستغفر الله وتوب إليك.